Hello there. Well, today we're off for a walk in the New Forest, and it's Boxing Day, and we're going to watch the point to point. We've parked at a place called Fritham, and we're following a little stream called Dockens Water, and we got outside the pub, hoping to have a drink when we get back. Now we've got this part of the forest all to ourselves, but when we get to the point to point, it'll be a lot busier. Now there's always lots to see on these walks. It's a very dull, misty day, but this tree has caught our attention. It's a beech tree, and it's got so much moss on it. It's almost shining in the dull light. It's beautiful. These mosses, the forest is quite famous for them, really. The collective name is bryophytes, and there's a little butcher's broom bush at the bottom of its trunk. Now the Dockens Water, there's lots of little streams and brooks that are coming into this stream, and it's always interesting walking along here. Look at these dead oak branches with mosses over. It's quite atmospheric. I do love walking in the forest on a winter's day. Now the Dockens Water, it flows west and it flows into the Hampshire Avon. It's quite a small stream, and it virtually nearly dries up on dry summers. But it's a pretty little stream. Now just here we've got some pollarded hollies. It's a form of traditional management which Forestry England does to maintain. As much as anything, it does help the lichens on trees if you have too denser a holly cover. In the old days, the holly was pollarded to feed the deer, and of course it still has that function, feeds the forest animals when the holly's cut. Now we're approaching South Bentley enclosure. It's an enclosure that's been thrown open. It's a very old enclosure. It's circular, and most of the old enclosures were circular. Now you'll probably see here an Ordnance Survey map, and you can see South Bentley very round. Now we're approaching Ocknell Plain, and this is where the point to point is going to take place. Now it must be quite difficult for the authorities to arrange a place where to have the point to point, because a lot of people, a lot of cars turn up, and the New Forest is a very special place, so it must be a bit of a headache for those people who have to organise it. It's a traditional event. It's been going on for at least 100 years. I think before that there was a race course at Lyndhurst which goes round the golf course, and I think that's where it used to take place. But it has become part of the cultural heritage, you might say, of the New Forest. It can be very exciting too, and it's nice to meet people. The races are always quite fun. If you're a horse enthusiast, it's even more interesting. It is a very dull day, so I haven't been able to take very good photographs. You can hear the crowds, can't you? I've taken some photographs with my camera, just the stills, and that just gives you an idea of what it's like out on the course. It's a great atmosphere, and everyone's very friendly, and long may it continue. Anyway, I'm going to make our way back now, and we're going back to the Dockens Water, and we're going to make our way towards the pub. It is a very beautiful little stream. We haven't seen anybody on this little walk at all, and it's quite a nice contrast to have the forest yourself in one place and then very busy and noisy in another. And look at this little dam here. It almost looks like a mini beaver dam. Well, the beavers might get here one day and we'll see a lot more of that. I think it might be a good thing to have some more standing water in the droughts. Anyway, this is the pub. It's the Royal Oak at Fritham. And there's my pint. Well, it was a very nice way to end a lovely walk in the New Forest. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click a like and maybe subscribe so you can see another one later. And I shall leave you with this painting by Barry Peckham, the late Barry Peckham. It's of the Royal Oak with pigs outside as they would be in the autumn. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Goodbye for now.